Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here. We are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Friday, January 7th slate of NBA games. We have a pretty great slate. I gotta be honest, I'm really happy with this slate. I like this slate a lot. I did find 4 of my favorite picks. It's going to be 2 spread picks and 2 player props. I'm really excited to go ahead and hop into it. But first, I did just want to go ahead and say thank you guys. Honestly, you guys are fantastic. I love you all. You guys helped me hit 1,000 subscribers, which is just a milestone that I truly never thought I would hit. And if I did hit it, it wouldn't be for a long time in the future. So you guys are fantastic. You guys are awesome. So first, let's go ahead and recap yesterday. And really quick, one more thing. I did have a comment on one of my videos that said I should do a $1,000 parlay for hitting 1,000 subscribers. If you guys do want to see that, we can definitely do that. Just let me know down in the comment section below if you guys truly do want to do that. If I did, I would give away probably half of it, and I would give out 100 to each person, or to 5 different people, I guess. So I would be essentially doing 5 giveaways. If you guys do truly want something like that, that's fine. I just don't want to be copying calling our shot. I know that he is pretty much trademarked that. So, but either way, just feel free to let me know down in the comment section down below what I should be doing. But anyway, let's go ahead and recap yesterday. I told you guys it was going to be an under night, and I was mostly right. Ended up going 2-1 on the day. Profited for sure. First, we had the Grizzlies and the Pistons under 220 points. Not really too much of a sweat. The Pistons lost by like 20-something, and both teams just gave up in the fourth quarter. Then we had RJ Barrett under 18.5 points, and despite him hitting an absolutely fantastic three-point shot, or fantastic shot to basically win the game, he didn't hit that 18 point or the 19 points, I guess. So he only scored like 13, I think. So he also hit that under. The only one that didn't cash for us was one of my favorite bets, which was Marcus Morris under 17.5 points. And he ends up with at one point he had 21 of their 66 points. So there's not really much you can do when he's hot. He's hot. So not really much you can do. But we're gonna go ahead and hop into today's plays. First play of the day is going to be, of course we had to have a Bulls bet. We had to have a Bulls bet. So it is going to be Zach Lavine over 24.5 points versus the Washington Wizards minus 110 odds. I'm not sure why this line is this low. I really couldn't tell you. Zach Lavine has cashed this in 10 of his last 12 games. A very large margin when it comes to the cashing of this bet. And then on top of that, he's been fantastic at home. We all know this. Zach Lavine loves to show out in front of the Chicago crowd. So he has cashed in his last 5 home games outright. And then if you look at this bet historically against Washington, he's been pretty good. In his last 7 games versus Washington, he's covered this line in 5 of them. So nothing too crazy, but still pretty good odds for sure. And then the Wizards, they just haven't really been playing a whole lot of defense, and I know that they have had some protocols and some injuries and stuff like that have kind of prohibited them from being at full potential. But they are the 8th worst defense in the last 3 games outright. So I really like this first play of the day. Zach Lavine over 24.5 points versus the Washington Wizards minus 110 odds. Our next play of the day is going to be the Thunder plus 5 versus the Minnesota Timberwolves minus 110 odds. This one is mostly just one that I think can cash. I don't have a whole lot of stats to back it up, but I truly think that it will be. The Thunder at home have been a pretty decent team. They are 13-6 against the spread at home, which is a lot higher than I thought it would be whenever I started doing my research. OKC also in their last 8 games, they are 6-2 against the spread. So recently they've started to kind of get things clicking again. Josh Giddey is a fantastic player. I really wanted to take some of his props, but I decided to go with just the team in general. And Shea, of course, is an absolute monster. So, and then on top of that, Minnesota did end up winning this game outright. So with that being said, since Minnesota did win the last game, it is very hard to beat a team on back-to-back nights against the same team. So, one more thing. The Oklahoma City 6-2 record, I'm sorry, I read that wrong, but Oklahoma City is 6-2 straight up in their last 8 against Minnesota. So in their last 8 games against Minnesota, they're actually 6-2, like record wise. They've won 6, lost 2. So not even against the spread, just outright. So I do think they can definitely win again. And like I said, Minnesota won last game, and I think it's going to be tough to win back-to-back games. So that's our second play of the day. Thunder +5 versus Minnesota -110 odds. Our next play of the day is going to be the Cleveland Wagon Cavaliers -4 versus the Portland Trailblazers -110 odds. The Cavs on the road, like I said, they've been an absolute wagon. They definitely are a team that you need to tail almost every night when they are on the road. 12-5-1 against the spread on the road. Most teams play better at home. Not these guys. They play better on the road. Portland has only covered their spread, whatever their spread might be, in 1 of their last 6 games. So they've been absolutely awful as of recently, and for good reason. They do have a lot of injuries and protocols going on. But Cleveland, I know, before I get people in the comment section, I know that Cleveland did end up losing last game outright to the Grizzlies. But here's the thing, is the Grizzlies have actually been a very solid basketball team. Ja Morant is likely to be an all-star this year. Fantastic team. And on top of that, Darius Garland, who is their starting point guard, if you guys are unaware, I'm sure you are, but just in case you guys aren't aware, Darius Garland, their starting point guard, who could also be an all-star this year. Fantastic player. I love Darius Garland. That was his first game back from protocol, so he played okay, but it did take a little bit to kind of get things going. So I do think that now he has a game under his belt, he's got some time off, and I think he's going to come out and he's going to absolutely be firing. And then our last point is, I don't know why this line is so low, because Portland doesn't have Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum. Why is this line so low? I really have no idea. So that's our third play of the day, Cavs -4 versus Portland, -110 odds. Then our final play of the day is going to be the man himself, Joel Embiid, over 29.5 points versus the San Antonio Spurs, -115 odds. Joel Embiid's been on an absolute tear as of recently. In his last 5 games, he scored 30 points or more, which is absolutely unreal. He should be getting some MVP considerations for some stuff like that, but that's not what this video is about. San Antonio, they are not necessarily a very good defensive team in general. They are actually the 9th worst defense in the entire NBA. And when it comes to the center position, they're actually not any better at all. They are also they give up the 9th most points per game to opposing centers. So I definitely think it's going to be a bet that we can cash. I don't think that whoever they throw out at center is going to be able to stop Joel Embiid very well. So that is going to be our final play of the day. Joel Embiid over 29.5 points versus the San Antonio Spurs, -115 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. We are on the road now. Normally I would just go up in 100 increments, 100, 200, 300, stuff like that. But now we're going to go up to 1,500. So the road to 1,500 starts today. Once again, thank you guys for 1K. That means absolutely so much to me. You guys have no idea. So hopefully we can have a successful day with these. Hopefully I can win you all some money, and we can just keep going. So that's going to do it for me. This is King Center signing out. Peace.